No, getting it. Look what we made. Cranberry bread.
Oh, yes.
We have a knife.
I do. It's so close to my
Should this
face.
be our Thanksgiving vlog right here? Okay, happy Thanksgiving. We're making all the things ourselves today. We're starting off with some cranberry bread.
So I've never made cranberry bread before, but it is a staple on Thanksgiving in my house growing up.
That's true.
And nobody's here to make it, so I gotta make it. So I've
Yeah.
made cranberry bread by myself, and
There you
then
go.
we made pumpkin pie. Joel made
we'll have to
pumpkin
show
pie last
pumpkin pie
night.
later.
I made rum cake for the first time.
Yes, we're
Never.
making all
It's
the
my
things.
favorite birthday cake, and I've never made
Because
it.
if you guys didn't know, it was her birthday the other day.
Yeah.
We didn't post anything about it, but
So, but you,
birthday.
I don't know if you know me, but I don't do so well in the kitchen.
so flattered with
So-
belated birthday comments in the comments. Happy birthday!
I turned 40.
Yes, and we're doing all this today by ourselves
40.
because
Oh, sorry.
it's the pandemic Thanksgiving.
We're all alone.
So we're doing a lot of cooking today. The kids are hungry. This is the way we're rolling for Thanksgiving today. My watch just buzzed and it says that the turkey is done. And you guys, I'm using this really cool thermometer called the Meter. And I got it for me for Father's Day, I think it was this last year. Really cool. So it's the first time I'm using the Meter with the turkey. And I'm putting it in there and it's really cool. It's a Bluetooth. I think it's like the first wireless Bluetooth meat thermometer, and it connects via app, and you can use it on your phone, and it lets you know when the turkey's done or anything or a steak. So let's check it. I just got my notification. I'm gonna check it now. A moment of truth. See if I can do this with one hand. Ooh, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looks great. I think she's done. Check that out. All right, I'm gonna put it down. Oh, that looks great. Yep, look at that. Okay, let's put this down. I gotta use two hands. That is gorgeous. Look at that. And this turkey just happened to come with one of those bad boys, but this is what I'm talking about right here. This is the Meter. That's really cool. I wanted to make sure that the internal temperature was 165 degrees, and I have been notified, and I think it looks beautiful. What do you guys think? Would you eat that turkey? Oh yeah, baby. It's the first time I'm actually not using a Reynolds oven bag, so I took a risk, and I think it came out pretty good with just some simple seasoning, salt, buttered, basted with butter, and then just some simple celery, onion, there's garlic, and some citrus wedges in there. So can't wait to get into that. There's the queen.
The queen, who are you talking to?
You. She has been cooking her tail off,
I have.
and it's
We don't know if it's
awesome.
edible or not.
It's all edible. It's all edible. Over here, we got the potatoes. This looks perfect time for me to get the Instant Pot mashed potatoes going. We love food, and the food's gonna be had here. All the food is gonna be had here. Even though we're not seeing anybody, we're doing it for ourselves because we can. No, getting it. I can't believe it.
Are you fanning?
Yep, fanning. This is the day we've had.
It's everyone's birthday.
It's a great day. It is a wonderful day. Hi.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
We're on pause.
We're on pause. Why? What happened, Mom? What did you
Daddy worked really hard in the kitchen, but he was tricked by a thermometer that said it was done, and it wasn't done. It's not his fault. He worked really hard. It said the turkey was done,
I know.
but not so much.
So yeah, I made a mistake with the turkey. It looked awesome, right? It looked awesome. You saw it, looked amazing. Sometimes I want to be like, I'm not a good cook. Oh my gosh. But they're all patient, and that is what it is. 2020, right? It's 2020 Thanksgiving. It's the post-Thanksgiving dinner. What do we call it?
Drowsy, sleepy,
Sleepy nap, hang, conversation. I don't even know.
chill.
Chill. We really hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving because we sure did. It's been busy over here. Isn't it funny how busy it gets? We're on vacation.
And we had no visitors.
And we had
But it
nobody
was
here,
so
but it was
busy.
so busy. It was like, oh, we gotta do this, we gotta do that. And then cook. There's a yawn, number one. Let's see how many times she yawns before the end of the video.
Oh my goodness,
Just
I didn't
kidding.
even think about
Just
it.
kidding. I love you.
No, it'll be funny.
It'll be
but
funny.
I'm
We'll see.
gonna bank on the one.
Okay, one, because I'm going to cut all of them out. So we really do hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. We wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. We're grateful for this community and all the years, as you cheered us on when we were going, you know, trying to get out of debt and stuff. But it reminds us of Thanksgivings in the past for us. And it brings up a story since, you know, we've talked about money in the past. And it reminds us of a time where I remember Dave Ramsey used to say this. This is something he used to say on the radio. He used to say, Thanksgiving dinner tastes different when you are eating it with your master. And what he was talking about was about borrowing money from like family. Yeah. And do you remember we borrowed money from family? It was obviously prior to anything we knew, you know, what working baby steps. Number 2, if you're keeping count.
Technically 3. I got the second.
Oh, you did? Oh, you gotta buy me. I remember the saying that Dave used to say, and we actually experienced it. We experienced owing money to somebody, and it would make. And I remember when Dave would talk about those conversations, like being at Thanksgiving, and when you do owe somebody money, you borrow some money from a family member, you know, they start watching your every move. They start, remember that, like, oh, look at, you know, Joe and Jane, they got a new car, huh? Okay, wondering, they haven't paid me back. Or, oh, she's wearing a new dress or something. Yeah. Look at that watch or that purse. It just makes it
sours
odd.
The whole experience.
It totally does.
You might feel like you have to walk around on eggshells and like not really share your life, like, I mean, down to like little things, like we stopped for coffee on the way over. Oh really? You can pay for a $5 latte, but you can't pay me back.
But you haven't paid my money back.
And then judgments could start in, and then how long does it take to pay it back, and you know, all that kind of stuff.
That's what Thanksgiving sometimes, I'm just remembering and kind of thinking about it, like, I'm so grateful we don't owe people money anymore. But, you know, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Number 4. Sorry.
So good at hiding.
You're very good at hiding those yawns. It just reminds me of how, you know, we want to encourage you to kind of stay out of from borrowing money from any kind of family members. It really just, it makes the holidays just kind of stinky. You know, it really does. And we can speak from experience. Like, you really feel like, oh, like I don't have that conversation. And I swear I remember like one Thanksgiving just being like, oh man, I owe them money. Yeah. You know, it was like back when I was starting to make, you know, my career, and I was doing these like these commercials and stuff, and I thought, okay, I'll get that money, and we needed the money, and we ended up borrowing the money, you know, from family member, and it was a mistake. You know, obviously we learn from our mistakes, but you know, if you find yourself in that position, I urge you to pay that off as fast as you can. Do it, right? Because doesn't it make it so much better when you don't have to deal with like having a family member in the same room that you owe?
It's like a weight off your back, like literally.
Remember when we paid off that too? We were just like,
oh my gosh, it felt so good. We have a video about it.
Oh my gosh, I think so. Yeah, I'll try to find it and link it somewhere.
I mean, the video might not have been good, but the feeling was
the feeling was really good.
We did have an experience recently where we were offered a loan, not from a family member.
Yeah, it was basically, I mean, I think we've been kind of tired of just hemorrhaging money. We've been tired of just seeing that emergency fund just kind of dwindle. And I just, you know, I got kind of frustrated. I kind of thought maybe I should change careers. Maybe I should try something different, maybe go into the financial, you know, planning kind of world, leave post-production altogether, because it's just, you know, it's crazy. And I had an opportunity basically where I was offered money from a company I do work with that basically was going to say like, hey, you know, like if you want to, we can, you know, give you this money. Yeah, we'll give you the money to get through the holidays, and we'll call it a loan, like a personal loan.
Mind you, he was looking for work, not a loan in this discussion.
I wasn't. Thank you. I was actually looking for work, and said, hey, we can give you X amount of dollars. And as much as it would have been really nice to be like, you know what, I'm totally good in November, December, it didn't feel right. I sat with it, and, you know, it was one of those situations where it could have been, you know, basically I was going to have to fill out paperwork just to promise like I would pay something back. But, you know, technically they were really going to try to make it a loan. But I didn't, I decided not to take it, you know.
Well, and I think on top of it, there was a desperation for me behind it that made it extra tempting.
Yeah.
It was totally like, a temptation because we're literally being offered this money, and I'm like the nerd, so I'm like, even though we have money, like to have more would feel really good and comfortable.
And it was going to be like 99% forgivable. It was probably going to be like, oh, don't worry about it. But there's still that like small percentage that I would have had to pay back, and it just didn't feel good, you know?
Yeah, but on top of...
That's the way, that was number 7. I gotcha.
On top of just wanting that extra like buffer and knowing like we're going to be okay, we had just moved. There were medical things. We had 2 cars that needed maintenance. We had, there were a whole bunch of things. And then just knowing we still have a whole bunch of months to go before we have like work.
Yeah.
And so
it was very tempting.
It was a very, like, when people say, you want to keep your credit card for an emergency, or you want to, take that loan because you really need it, because you feel that panic.
Her
inside.
security gland was going like this.
Yeah, and it really, really was. And I think we both looked at each other wanting to be able to be like, yes. Both of us knew that it was a place we never want to go back to ever again in our lives. And so we just knew the right decision was to not take it.
Yeah, we never want to go back to borrowing money. The only exception is when we do get a mortgage. So
then I'm going to get a big fat mortgage.
Fat mortgage. Anna's birthday just passed, you guys. And I told her like last year, I was like, oh, I want to get we talked about getting a house for her birthday, and it didn't happen. But, it was a different kind of year.
Be my birthday, brother.
But we had, joked around and not joked around. We dreamed.
It was like, what do you want for your birthday? Do you want to travel? Do you want to do you want presents? What do you want? A party? And I was like, I just want a house. Like, let's just buy the house, Every last cent will go to that house. But it went to keeping us afloat.
Yes, it has.
And that has been such a
gift. Aren't we grateful for that?
We're so grateful. What a better day to say that we're so grateful for that.
We're so grateful, you guys, for an emergency fund. We're grateful for your support, and we're grateful that we're grateful to have gone through the journey we have through the years. They have not been perfect by far, guys. We are not perfect when it comes to this game. But the fact is, we always go back to it. We always know that, which way is up. And that's what I love about having the principles of, going through financial peace and having that. So we wish you guys a very happy Thanksgiving. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving if you're watching this after Thanksgiving. And we look forward to connecting with you again as we go into the Christmas season. It's going to be wonderful. Love you guys. Stay safe.